I want to let y'all know too. Drum roll. I'm 54 years old, man. I'll be 55 next month. One thing that I'm very proud of, I never did drugs in my life. You know, I don't knock nobody for what they do. This is my personal choice. Never smoked weed, pills, dope, none of that. But the reason I didn't, because I had a boxing coach when I was little and we used to jog early in the morning before school. And there'd be bums out there laid down on the sidewalk. And he used to stop us and point. And he said, you see them bums? You see them? You know why they out here? Because they did drugs. And that scared me, bro. That scared me. Every time I was presented with an opportunity to smoke weed or do something, I thought about the dude laying on the corner, thought I was gonna be a bum. So I never did it. So then when I got older and I knew the difference, I was like, I rationalized it out like, well, why do it now? Too late in the game. So I never did it. So I had a great childhood, man. And like I say, the same message I'm trying to give you, I just wish I would have stuck to my guns, man. I wish I would have just stayed focused, you know, at that age, and I could have done something. I could have did something great, just like you can do something great. But I went left. I listened to the streets. I listened to people who ain't had my best interests at heart. You know, like I said yesterday, for some of y'all that was over there yesterday, misinformed people. You got to get the right information so you can make the right move, man. You know, so I blame only myself, because only you is going to be the controller of your own destiny. You know, so to answer your question, I'm from DC, had a great childhood, great family life. I just made the wrong decisions. Day by day, brother. I ain't lying to you, day by day. I tell people, I told Coach, man, not just physical, you at physical warfare in there every day. That's real. I don't care what nobody that's real. Every day you walk out that cell, you might have to put that work in just to save your own life. But you also at mental warfare every day, man, because you going through so much and you got to process so much, and then you got things happening on the street. You got people dying. You got your girl might left you. You got your kids out there. And then you got to deal with all this foolishness going on around you too, because when you get unfocused, it's just like if you in the basketball game and you ain't paying attention and dude throw your no-look pass, it's gonna hit you in the face. You can't even focus on that because you got to focus on what's in front of you. So it's hard, man. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It was a daily effort. You had to wake up every morning and tell yourself, don't lose your mind. Stay focused, stay sharp. Same things, that's the irony of it. Same things I should have been doing when I was your age, when I was out here, telling myself, this foolishness, man, don't get into this. I should have been doing that, but I wasn't wise enough to understand that. You see what I'm saying? And I had nobody telling me this. See what I'm saying? Because when I grew up, I don't know if it still work like that for y'all, but when I grew up and your mom and them tell you don't do nothing, and you say, why? They say, cause I said so. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta stop that. We got to start telling them why. Why? Because it ain't good for you. Why? Because it ain't gonna benefit you. Why? Because this is what's gonna happen if you, we need to know the why. Because we just heard, no, because I said so, we get it in our head that they don't know what they talking about. Nah, man, there's always a why. So you need the right information so you can do the right thing, man. So yeah, every day, man, every day I seen dudes in there, trust me, bro, there's dudes in there lost their mind. I seen dudes in there talk just as coherent as you talk right now. And then I see them 5 years later on another institution, they can't even spell their name. Can't even spell their name, bro. And that's real. Because they done lost their mind because of all the things they done went through. They done lost it completely. You got dudes in there that ain't gonna never be no good out here, even if they get out. They're gonna have to go to a mental institution somewhere. But when you inside there, they don't care nothing about you, bro. Zero, zip. The COs, the police, whatever y'all want to call them in there, they not gonna save your life in there. You gonna have to fend for yourself. They don't care nothing about you. You gonna eat the lowest grade of food. That's just real talk. You gonna eat the lowest grade of food. You gonna be in the worst conditions. And that's just the life every day. But you got to convince your mind that I got to make it through this if I want to get back out here. See, that's the crazy part. The whole goal is to get back out here. But see, that's where all y'all got the advantage at, because you ain't never got to go in there. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody in there trying to get out here with you. I got dudes calling me every day right now from prison. I take 4, 5 phone calls a day. What's it like out there, man? They want to get out here. I was the person calling not long ago. I wanted to get out here. So when you out here, you already ahead of the game, bro. You got a triple-double already. You out here, you already ahead of the game. Just don't let nobody trick you out the game. Yes, sir. All the time. Man, I first went in Walmart when I came out, man, I almost lost my mind. Man, almost lost my mind, man. I ain't know what was going on. You got people moving all around me real fast. Somebody moving around you in prison real fast, man, you might be getting ready to get done, you know? So, so, you know, I'm up in there, I'm like, man, I'm uncomfortable, I'm super uncomfortable. You know, it's different because people move different out here, you know? People walk this close to you. They don't do that in prison. You know what I'm saying? They keep their space. You know, you're in a different world. You literally in a different world. You know, so yeah, man. So there's a lot of things I can't do. You know, I don't know. I'm on YouTube, but I'm messing with the computer. I'm faking it. I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn stuff. I ain't learned how to use the little thing you do in the store yet when you go through the little line and you just beat the stuff and pay for your own. I don't want to do that because I feel like if I do that and I get to walking out, somebody gonna approach me like I done stole something. Like you ain't ring all of that. I don't want to be approached. So I stand in the line just because I don't want to be approached. Because I don't deal good with being approached. Because I only know one way to deal with being approached and threatened because I'm trying to retrain my mind to get out of that mode. I was in a mode when I'm approached and threatened, I strike back. That's the way I live for 30-something years. So I can't transition from 12,000 plus days of doing something into 500 and some days doing something. It's all out of my system. It ain't out of my system. You know, if somebody run up on me wrong, they probably gonna have a bad day. You know, so, and I don't want to be in that position. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I go through stuff every day, bro. It's a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? It's a work in progress. This what's gonna happen. And I'm telling you fact, not fiction. It's universal. It don't just apply to me. It's gonna happen to everybody. If you go to prison today, bro, I don't care who you is. I'm trying to speak like the y'all generation. Like I'm quite sure y'all heard of it, don't know who Big Meech is, right? Big Meech. So you see all the people he was feeding and everything. Them cats ain't doing nothing for him. They ain't doing nothing. They're gonna start doing something when it's time for them to come out. See what I'm saying? Because you gotta look at it like this. Years, and it's just like what you doing today. If you kicking it with a dude there every day, then he gone and he ain't around you no more. If it's just a little bit of time, you gonna miss him. But after that, you know, when you've been gone as long as I have, literally, it's sad to say, but people just feel like you dead, man. Only difference between you being dead and gone as long as I was gone, only difference is every now and then when people remember, oh, well, I remember Banky was, well, let me go see him, or let me write him a letter. But for the most part, you're gonna be forgotten, bro. You're gonna be forgotten. And I'm telling you, that's real. And I like I said, I was popular. I had a lot of friends. I'm telling you, man, I don't want to misquote, but I'm almost positive. All of them combined together, I got less than 10 visits from them. Less than 10. Less than 10, bro. And these people that you with every day, grew up with. And it don't just apply to your friends, it's gonna apply to some of your family members. You know, mostly male, but male and female. That's just how it's gonna be, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm telling you why you out here now. Evaluate your life. Decide what's important to you. Who is important to you? And always ask yourself that question. 911 call. Who I'm gonna call if I really need help? Because if you ain't got but one call, you wanna make sure they're gonna answer, right? That's who you trust. If it's your mama, then it's your mama. If it's your sister, it's your sister. If it's your dude, if you think it's him, then that's who it is. But I promise you, it's probably gonna be somebody in your family. That's who it's gonna be. And that's exactly who gonna come see. My mama is the only person who came to see me from beginning to end. I had a lot of other family members that came, but they came, you know, went up, but I'm talking on a regular. on a regular. And I've been places, bro, I've been 2 hours, 3 hours away. And my mama right now is in her 70s. All the way till I was coming out the door, she make that trek to come see me wherever I was. See what I'm saying? That's who I should have listened to when she was telling me, don't do that, don't do this, because I said so. Because she knew. She knew what I didn't know. She knew what I thought I knew. And who mother you know gonna tell her son something, this gonna hurt her? You just don't understand the rationale, but there's a reason behind everything. She telling you because she knows. She don't want you to get hurt. Homeboy telling you go do this because he feel like he ain't got the heart to go do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, they ain't coming to see you like that, bro. And I ain't saying that to downplay your homeboys. I ain't saying that to say you can't have dudes that cool with your dudes is like your brother, but you got to be able to look at him and you gonna know. If you know if he gonna be there if you need him. I ain't talking just fighting, I'm talking when you need him. When your life on the line. That's a difference, you know. Oh yeah. It wasn't my third day, it was my third day on this prison. This how real prison get, bro. I went to receiving, I got in a little scuffle on receiving, it's foolishness, and they cut my receiving short, usually in there from 6 weeks to 90 days or something like that. I stayed there like a week and a half, got in some foolishness. So they sent me to the worst prison in Virginia, right? I don't know nothing about prison, not a thing. There ain't no rule book or none of that. They sent me to the worst prison in Virginia, called it Wall, 500 Spring Street. Gave me a big old duffel bag, like an army bag, full of clothes, like 3 socks, t-shirts, whatever. Took me up to my cell, 3rd tier cell, small as, I can't even, man, it's a little bit bigger than that piano. Put me in there, lock the door, roll out. No rules, no regulation, no nothing, right? We come out for rec, we go out, you know, it's 3 tiers high. I'm on the top tier, scared of heights. Got me on the top tier about this wide. So I'm walking this side to go down the tier. This side right here is over there, 3 stories down. This side you walking close to dudes' cells. Dudes is stabbing dudes through the cell. Dudes are stabbing for looking in the cell. So you got to walk this way. Don't supposed to look in nobody's cell, but you might get stabbed so you want to look. So, you know, you got to go through all of this. And then when you get down there, you in a zoo, man. It's a zoo down there. Everybody walking around with knives on them in plain sight. I stayed on that compound for probably about 2 years. I never got a shakedown the whole time I was there. Shakedowns when they come in your cell looking for weapons and all this. They never shook the cell down up there. Dangerous, it was just a super dangerous place. 3rd day I'm in there, I'm on the phone, I'm talking to my mother. Whole line of phones, probably 15, 20 phones. So I'm there, I'm talking to my mother. So I heard commotion, turn around, I look. Dude, dreadlocks, big old dude, a little bit bigger than you. Got a knife, just stabbing the dude. I mean, viciously. I'm talking about, I'd never seen that. Never seen it. He hitting him so hard and with so much force, you would think he hitting him with his hand. And then when you see, as he draw back, it's a knife in his hand. He literally stabbed him probably 20-something times and killed him. Finished, put the knife in his pants, started pacing up and down the block. The dude is laying in the middle of the park dead, man. He ain't even moving, his blood everywhere, no one's coming, no CO coming to help him, no CO coming to save him, nobody coming to, this is life. This is my introduction into what's going on. So I see this, so now that's the playbook, that's what's going on in here. So I'm scared to death, I ain't gonna lie to you, but when I'm scared, I'm dangerous. You know, so my first thought now, I gotta get me a knife. I gotta get me a knife, cause I ain't going through that. You know, so I go through all the stuff I got to go through to make sure I can, you know, acquire me a knife. I get the knife. I get up in my cell and I'm opening the knife up. It came to me in a brown paper bag. I'm opening it up like a kid, you know, some Christmas stuff. I get it out and it's a real knife with the jagged edges on it, like the Rambo knife with a compass on the back. So I'm feeling like, yeah, ain't nobody messing with me. You know, that's how I feel. I feel empowered. And 30 seconds after I feel that, you know what I felt? Terrified. Because I said, dang, I just got here. I got this. What's out there? What's out there? And I can't get stabbed with that. It's going to kill me. I know what it's going to do if I stab somebody with it. I'm little when I went in prison. Man, I'm little now, but I was littler. I weighed like 150. I was boxing at 147. So my weight is small, man. If I get hit with that, I'm a goner. So that just let me know what was out there. See what I'm saying? This is stuff you got to deal with in prison. Dudes getting stabbed, man, for the least little thing. You may have words with a dude today, man, on the basketball court in the mall. You could be sitting in the chow hall and get killed. I've seen it. So make no mistake about it, bro. If you go in there, you is not guaranteed to come out. And I don't care what your sentence is. I just did a video. Y'all go check out my YouTube. I got a lot of prison stories on my YouTube. That's what my YouTube is about, telling things that I went through and experienced in prison. And I got a joint on there on my YouTube with a dude that I know. He came home with me. He was in Reentry with me. Came home probably about 15, 16 days before me. He went into prison with 5 years. He did 38 straight. 38. See what I'm saying? For putting that work in, doing this, because all of that comes with consequences too. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to get stabbed, but even if you stab somebody, you may save your life, but you still gonna go through a whole lot. A whole lot. Just like I told Coach today, they got segregation too. That's when they put you in a little cell like that, just by yourself. And they take away all the little things that's supposed to be your comfort. You ain't got no TV, you ain't got no commissary, you're gonna have to eat the food that they give you, which is dog food, and then you ain't got nothing but a bed and a toilet. I stayed in one of those zones for almost 4 years. Almost lost that's the closest I came to losing my real mind. You know, so yeah, it's consequences to everything in there, bro. Everything in there. And that's what I seen within my first 3 to 4 days and when I was in the wall. So it's crazy, bro. It's a crazy life. And all these dudes that come home and tell y'all these different stories, I don't know if they tell y'all that it won't like that or man, look at them real funny, bro. I'm telling you. Because either they trying to hide something or they trying to make you go test you. People have this thing that they want to see other people go through what they went through. You see what I'm saying? They went through it, they was miserable and horrible for them, so I want to see if he can do it. See what I'm saying? That's some coward stuff, bro. I would never sit here and tell you that prison is anything but what it is. Horrible. That's what it is. Horrible, bro. Horrible. I met some good people in there. Good people, though. Good people, you know. But the whole overall experience, horrible, bro. I wouldn't recommend it. Yes, sir. 4 years. I did my longest time in there one time. I did 4 years. I did 4 in there one time. I think the closest after that, I think I did like an 18-month jump. Did a couple of 6 and 5 months. Yeah, I was in the hole quite often, bro. I ain't gonna sugar. I was in there quite often. Horrible. When you in that hole, man, that's the closest you probably gonna come to really losing your mind, because being by yourself is a tricky thing, man. Cause you forced to look at yourself. You forced to look at your situation. You forced to, that reality is just right there on you. It's set in your chest. And you can't get away from it. You can't hide it. It's every day I wake up, I know my reality. I know where I'm at. I know how I got here. I don't know when I'm leaving. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the end of the gate. Just like I said, I had life sentence. They ain't never had to let me go. I got 15 turn downs. When I went up for parole, every time I went up for parole, they turned me down. That means you gotta wait a whole nother year to even be considered again. I got 15 of them, so that's 15 extra years I was in prison that I could have been out. I know cats that got 30 turned down. I got an ex-roommate right now, he's on his 40th year. He went in there at 20, he's 60. 60 years old, bro. That's reality. See what I'm saying? See, the stuff that they telling you and the stuff they put on TV, that's fantasy, bro. You could go in prison one day and never come out. Never come out because you could get killed. Or you could kill somebody and then don't get out. It's a story that I haven't even told on my YouTube that me and my brother was talking about the other day. When I remember this one dude, he was getting ready to get out and his homeboy came on the compound. So, no, his homeboy was on the compound, so he told his homeboy, I'm gonna leave you my TV because his homeboy ain't had no TV. So he was like, okay, that's what's up. I appreciate that. They grew up in the same neighborhood. But then his homeboy from the same neighborhood came, there was his ace, his main man, his running buddy on the street. He just coming in from receiving. He ain't got no TV. So then he told him, he said, well, I'm gonna give it to you. So he said, I thought you told Seth. He said, yeah, man, but you know, boom. So now he gotta tell the dude he ain't getting the TV. And now mind you, this his stuff. This his property. Dude was so mad he won't get the TV. He said, man, look, man, I grew up with woo, da, 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 da. You ain't got no TV because of whatever your situation was, but you been here. He just coming in, I gotta give it to him. You understand? Dude so mad that the day before he get ready to go home, he gonna go out there and confront him. Cause in his mind, he said, I'm gonna send this joke out here, you know, let him know, nigga, don't play with me. Yeah. He get out there intending to rough him up or whatever situation got ugly. He pull out a knife, he stabbed him. He died. He died, bro. He died. He was going home the next day. He died for his property, man. Something that he owned for a decision that he made who to give it to. See what I'm saying? Them dudes ain't gonna come out here and tell y'all them stories like that, but that's reality. See what I'm saying? You can't get home until you get home. And that ain't guaranteed when you up in there, man. You can't get home till you get home. When I walked out that gate, bro, I walked out that gate like this. Cause I ain't know if they was gonna be running behind me telling me they made a mistake. But I know if they did, they was gonna have to catch me. That's a fact. They was gonna have to catch me, cause I definitely was gonna run. I wasn't going back in there, mistake or otherwise. You know, so yeah, you ain't never out of prison, man, till you out of prison. I ain't believe it when they told me I made parole, I ain't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't believe him. I said, man, yeah, when it come down to me, it's gonna be something gonna come up. They lying. You know, they ain't gonna let me out. You know, cause how you gonna rationalize that you been in there for 33 years and they telling you that you can't get out, you can't get out, you can't get out. Then next thing you know, next day they tell me, oh yeah, you can go. Man, I said, man, they playing games. So I ain't believe it till, like I said, I was walking all the way out the door. And when I walked out, if you would have had them cameras, you would see I was trying to go. Yeah, let's go, get up out here. So yeah, man, you ain't never out there till you out there. See? So being that I did that when I got to the Reentry program, they knew about that program and then they made me the head dude in there. So I had to stand up in front of 80 convicts every day and talk something positive twice a day, which I had never done before. And you in a situation where I ain't never been home before. They telling me this is what I got to do to go home, that's what I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If they would have told me that I had to wash everybody's tennis shoes in there with a toothbrush, they would have had some clean shoes. I was trying to get about it, you know. So yeah, I did that. And then like I say, it came to the point where I felt comfortable doing it, you know, because I felt like it's the same thing. I'm just talking to my peers, talking to dudes that I done did time with, because everybody in Reentry, in order to make parole, you had to be locked up 20-some years or better. So 9 times out of 10, I knew everybody in the room. So yeah, but that's the program that they offer now to get out of prison. And they give you some skills, but like I say, you got to have it in your mind. You got to come out knowing that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you know? And then when you got to be able to read the signs too. If God or something else pushing you in some other way, that's where you go. I came out here with intentions to cut hair and try to make me enough money and get me a barber shop and open up a gym and teach young dudes how to box and give them some good life lessons. YouTube came along. I ain't know nothing about YouTube, you know? So you never know, but you just got to be able to follow the signs, man. Read the signs of what God got for you. But one thing I know for a fact he don't got for you is prison. You gonna have to want that. You gonna have to fill out an application for that. And your application is gonna come from how you carry your life. But I can guarantee you this, they ain't never, ever gonna turn you down. They gonna accept everybody. All comers. You ain't gotta get no scholarship or nothing. They take everybody. They take them all. You know what I'm saying? They take them all. And they don't even care if you graduate. You know? So they take them all, bro. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, I came out, man. Like I said, I had my, trying to say, I knew how to cut hair. I learned how to cut hair before I went in. Cut hair a lot while I was in there. Like I say, I used to box, but I'm too old for that now. So I just wanted to teach younger dudes how to box, but that takes money and all this and all that. You come out of prison, you flat broke, So that was my plans. And then somebody called me and told me, my ex-wife had called me and asked me, did I ever heard this show called After Prison Show? I was like, nah. So I'm fresh home, man. I might have been home maybe 3 months. So I said no. They said, well, look, you should go look at it. So I went to look at it. It was a show, After Prison Show. He got the biggest YouTube prison show in the United States. He used to, I think it still is. He got like 1.4 million subscribers. So I seen him interviewing the dude, and the dude had been locked up 31 years, and he was talking about things he's seen and experienced in prison. And I actually knew the dude. I knew him very well. So I was like, I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. So the dude, they contacted the dude, and then the dude contacted me, asked me, did I want to do an interview? I went and did the interview with him, which at the time, like I say, I felt like it was a great opportunity. He was like, I'm going to pay you. I'm gonna pay for your time. He said, I give you $100 an hour. $100 an hour coming out of prison sound like a lot of money to me, but I won't never with him for no more than an hour or two. So I'm with him 2 hours, he might give me 200. But he was taking and making the videos, and I knew nothing about YouTube. He was doing his thing, and the videos started getting a lot of views, man. I think my first video I did with him, interview, got like 800,000. I did another one with him, it got like 600. And then I be cooking and stuff too. You gotta learn how to cook when you're in there too. So, if you do go to prison, you better have some skills or you will starve. So I had to learn how to cook. I cook in there, I make my own food. So he wanted me to do a little cooking. I did some cooking on the show. I cooked the pizza the way we make it in there, or the way I make it, and I got 1 million views. So he just kept calling me back. My son shoot music videos. That's what he do with his life. He went to engineer school. He shoot music videos. Shout out Hollywood Trail. Y'all look him up on Instagram. He just told me, he said, Pops, why don't you do your own YouTube? I said, man, I don't know how to do no YouTube. So he was like, I set everything up for you. You just make the videos, tell your stories. I do all the technical part or whatever. And that's what he do, and that's how I started. And been almost, I think I've been on YouTube now maybe a year. And it's moving pretty good. I got like 42,000 subscribers. I'm thankful for every one of them. Shout out Team Banky Pound. So it just stumbled across it. So I figured I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I could impart some young dude with some wisdom. I could try to tell these stories to let you know what really goes on in prison. Like I said, if you go to my YouTube, you're gonna see dudes I done talked about already on my YouTube. Names like Bo Billy, Sam Pitts, Gangsta Slim. These are real people, man. These real people. And you go look at my YouTube and you see what type of life they live. See what type of things they done. This is real people. This is real life. This is my real life. But people is fascinated and amazed that people live like that. But that's the only way that we knew how to live. That's it. So, like I said, if you get a chance, you look at it, you'll see everybody and everything I talk about on my YouTube, I have actually seen or witnessed or went through. There's nothing on there fabricated. There's nothing on there crazy. In fact, recently I've been trying to, all the dudes I talk about, if they still alive or they out, I try to bring them on to YouTube so they can tell their story themselves as well. But yeah, it's some lot of characters in prison, bro. A lot of them. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. I think what separated me was, my will to live. I definitely wanted to live. I didn't want to die. And I definitely wasn't gonna let nobody kill me. If they tried to kill me, they was going with me. So my will to live. And I just always my mother, man, I always wanted to get back out here to my mother because it hurt her so bad that I went in there because, like I said, I wasn't no bad kid. I did bad things, though. See what I'm saying? That's a difference. But I wanted to get back out there with my mother, and I knew every year I stayed in there, my mother was getting older. I've seen that too, bro. That's one of the worst things that can happen to you in prison is to lose your mother or your father or someone so important. You just feel so helpless, man. You can't go to the funeral. You can't do nothing. You just got to hear it over a phone. It's a sickening feeling, man. And I lost my uncles, man, my grandparents, my aunties, my cousins. I lost so many people in there, bro, when I was in there, and I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing, just take it on the chin, you know? And it's so vicious in there. I just told this story not long ago on my YouTube. It's just so vicious. This is how vicious prison is. I remember a young boy lost his father, right? He young too, like 22. And they called him on the phone and told him he lost his father. And he needed to call home. But it was count time, so he had to go in the cell. And he went in the cell, and we up there in the mountains, these ultra racists up here. Ultra, police got total control. You have zero control. Treat you how they want to. So when count was clear, they usually open the doors, but sometimes if something going on, they take their time, they lollygagging. So they ain't open the doors right away. He trying to get out and call home. He just lost his father. So he banging on the door, trying to get out. So the police come up there and say, "What you banging on the door for, boy?" He said, "Man, the counselor said I got to go call home, man. My father just died." He said, "I don't give a damn who died. You bang on that door again, boy, we gonna come in there and scrap you down. He dead, I don't care. That's your father, not mine. You probably in here for killing somebody. Don't kick that door no more, boy." That's how vicious it is in there, man. Now what you supposed to do with that? What you supposed to do with that? You see what I'm saying? Now he had every intention on coming out that cell and trying to take his life. But it would have cost him his life too, because they definitely gonna kill him. You know, so I got in the vent and I'm talking to him, but he crying, man, because that's real pain, bro. But that just let you know they care nothing about you when you in there. Zero. Your life is nothing. See what I'm saying? So like I said, you just can't be in that position. You can't put yourself in a position. I say this too all the time. Remember this, if you don't remember this, never put yourself in a position where someone got to force you to do what's already in your own willpower to do. That don't make sense. You can't do right, so then when you go in prison, you gonna do right. You gonna do right, or they gonna beat it out you. So why not just do right now? Don't be forced to do something that it's in your willpower to do. You got the willpower to do it. Whatever you tell your mind to do, your body will follow. If you say, "I ain't walking down that street," your body ain't just gonna walk down the street. Don't make nobody force you to do something that you could do yourself, man. Because all the things your mom and your parents and all them tell you right now, make your bed up, clean your room up, you know what I'm saying? Stop hanging around with such, all of that stuff. Go to school and use something. Go to prison. Right now you got to make your bed up in the morning or you go into segregation. You got to clean your room up or you go into segregation. You got to go to school if you ain't got no GED or diploma or you go into segregation. So they making you do the same thing that your parents was already telling you to do that you ain't want to listen to. You ain't want to listen to the people that was giving you this from love. Now you got to listen to the people who give you this from force. You have no other choice. The choice has been removed from the equation. See what I'm saying? So you got an opportunity right now, bro, to do the right thing. And like I say, everybody want to be successful. It might not come overnight. It might not. But when it do come, you earn it and it's yours and it can't be taken away from you. It's just that simple. It can't be taken away from me. So, like I said, my fortitude to live, you know, that's what kept me alive. But that had to be reinforced every day within myself. Cause there's days I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. There's days I woke up and I ain't want to live. I ain't want to live and I ain't care. There's days I woke up I was homicidal. There's days I woke up I was suicidal. But the key was I kept waking up. See what I'm saying? I kept waking up. When you got to do something, you'll be amazed at what you can do. Because if you would have told me in the beginning I could do 33 years, I'd have told you crazy. Ain't no way. I remember seeing a dude when I was in there that did 30-something years. I swear to God, the first time I seen him, I looked at him, when dude said, man, that dude been locked up 35 years, I was watching him all day, bro, like he was an alien. Like he was an alien. I'm like, God, hey, he did that, what? Because he was moving around and functioning like he was a regular dude, but to me, that was just insane. I had never knew somebody could be locked up that long. You know, but it happens, man. But it's like I say, man, this is your most powerful weapon in the world, dog. It's more powerful than any weapon that will ever touch your hand, any weapon you could ever put in your pocket, wear on your side. This is your most powerful weapon in the world, dude. Whatever you just tell you to do, it can be done. And ain't nobody got to believe it but you. Period. Then, for working out outside, he got his coat on, no shirt, shorts, shoes, walking, sweating and everything. Now I'm standing way up here on the tier drinking the coffee, minding my business. And he come in there, the first thing he holler out, yeah, Banky, I'm gonna try you today. I'm gonna see if you can fight for real. I said, what? He said, me? And he said, yeah, you. I'm gonna see if you can fight for real. I'm gonna see if you really can use your hand. I'm gonna see if you really pound for pound. So I said, I thought he was joking, but I didn't understand why he was joking with me because I don't know him like that. We ain't never really kicked. So he get down a little closer and he pulled his coat off. He said, I'm serious. He said, bring your ass on down here. I'm gonna beat you. And he said B, he called me the B word. So when he said that, whether he was serious or not, I was serious after that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? I said, okay, stay right there. So I go in the room and I'm lacing up my shoes. I'm getting ready for war. You got to stay war ready. Now he got luck because my first thought was to get that Bethlehem because you always, you got, hey listen man, when you go to war, that's the first law of war. You got to secure the victory. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going in no situation that I got the slightest chance of losing. I'm going to already secure the victory. And it ain't no rules in war. Understand that now. I ain't never heard a lion tell a gazelle, I'm getting ready to eat you. The gazelle should already have that understood, stay away from him. You see what I'm saying? So I was getting ready to get the thing, but then I was like, nah. Then I was like, man, I'm just going to whoop him. So I laced up my stuff. I come out. He down there yacking, making all, yeah, come on down here. I'm ready. And he just hitting on the table, going, this is crazy. So I'm coming down there, but now he done drew so much attention that the police come up in there. So now the police coming up in there, so they run down there and him telling me, hey, you better come on, you calm down. He's cussing them out and everything. So I'm making my way down the tier, I'm going to meet him. So now the police is coming upstairs too to trying to stop me. Don't come down here, don't come. I said, man, y'all better get out of my way. I'm going down, I ain't doing it, I'm going downstairs. Hey, don't come down here. But they ain't touching me, they just bagging up. I told you, they not gonna save your life. You gonna have to do that yourself. You know what I'm saying? They just talking. So they bagging up as I'm coming downstairs. I go downstairs. He trying to get around them. There's a couple of officers trying to stop him. So when I get down there and I touch the bottom floor, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So he faked them out like some football stuff for real and charged me. So when he charged me, he coming at me. They get out the way. Like I told you, they ain't gonna do nothing. And I just sidestepped and hit him with an overhand. Boom! He fell flat on his face. Flat on his face. So I turned around to go grab him. When I go to jump on him, they jump on me. Take me down to the ground, you know, tussle, woo, woo, woo. But I was telling them this today because something brought it up. But that's a normal day in prison. I'm in trouble too. I go to hole. I get locked up for defending myself. You see what I'm saying? But you ain't got no other choice. What other choice you got? Let him do what he want to do to me? No, sir. No, sir. But those things happen. Those things, I never had a bad word with the dude, bro. Never. And that's just, he just had in his mind that day he was going to see was it real or whether it was Memorex. He know now. I don't know if nobody ever gave this information out, but I'm going to give this information out because I think it's very, very important information. Remember I told you that when you go to prison, it ain't no guarantee that you ever coming out. You may not survive, and that's just true because a lot of people ain't never survived prison. But I'm going to do something today that's going to be great, great knowledge for you. Take this with you for the rest of your life. Share this with everybody. This is 100% guarantee on how to survive jail or prison. 100% guarantee. If you follow this, I promise you, you will survive jail or prison. So I don't know if you need to write it down, put it in your cell phone, remember it, record it, but this is a guarantee. I'm going to give you this information for free. It's simple, it's easy. 100% way to survive jail or prison, don't go. Period. That's it. Simple as don't go. That's the only guarantee you got of surviving any one of them. It's been a pleasure and an honor talking to y'all, man. I hope I said at least one thing, man, to make you think, because when you think, you're moving in the right direction, bro. Never do anything without thinking about it, man. I appreciate y'all, young kings and queens. Time is the most valuable commodity on earth. Valuable commodity is nothing greater than time. Nothing. And for y'all to share that with me is important to me. You ain't gonna never have nothing greater than time, brother. Everything you do is measured by time. Everything is equated by time. It's the most valuable commodity on earth. Don't say your mother, don't say your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, because if you take time out of the equation, they don't exist neither. Who's the richest man in the world? What is Jeff Bezos? All the money he got in the world can't buy him 5 more seconds when his life is over. When time is up, time is up. So use your time wisely, man. It's the most valuable thing that you will ever have. And y'all right now got a surplus of it because you're young. So use your time wisely, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening to me, man. Be smart, be safe, and make good decisions, man. Salute.